Welcome back, everybody. My name's Joe, and this is Work Hard RC. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Traxxas Jato 4x4 VXL. Let's get into it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. We're going to be taking a look today at the Jato 4x4 VXL. We're going to get right into the unboxing and get it opened up so we can get out and test run this thing. I am having a lot of fun with driving these RC cars, and this one, from what I've heard and what I've seen, is pretty quick, pretty fun. So let's get to the unboxing. There it is, the Jato 4x4 VXL. So a lot of cool different things in this one that the older version didn't have. This is a 4x4, and I did pick this up locally in Bakersfield at Bakersfield Hobbies. So if you guys are local to the area, go check them out. And if you're not, we have some great affiliate links on the bottom. Click on those, check out the links, pick one of these up with a Main Hobbies. They'll take care of you. Great customer service. They ship very quickly. I have a lot of my other RC cars like this one behind me, and pretty much, I think, majority of them behind me I got from a Main. So check them out, check out the link, and they'll set you guys up. So let's get into it. Let's take a look at the box. It does come in 4 different colors. We got the pink, green, orange, and blue. Now we ended up buying the orange. I wanted the pink, and when I walked into the store at Bakersfield Hobby, they told me that they thought it was a cool color, like I did. However, the shock towers are anodized blue, where all the others are anodized to match the color of the car. And since that wasn't pink and it was blue, I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and get the different color. We have a green Mini Max. I wasn't too into the blue, but the orange one caught my eye, so that's what we ended up getting. So there's the box. Let's go ahead and jump into the unboxing here. All right, so taking a quick look at the box, this is one of the sides. You can see the orange that we opted for here. On the bottom, it shows you contact information. Shows you that it does not come with a battery or a charger, not included. So if you guys don't know that, now you know. This is the 4x4 VXL. This is brushless. We'll take a look at that here. It's rated at 60 plus miles an hour, which is very similar to the Raptor R that we have. That one is a 3S, where you can see here, this is the 4S. And on the side, you see here more specifications. See a picture of the buggy there. And the back, you see the same as the front with the orange, except in blue. And then on the side, you see the buggy without the cover. Goes over some of the, upside down there, some of the different changes to this particular model. And there you get a better look at the ESC, and we'll go over that here briefly as well. But let's get it opened up, see what side we want to start with. Start with this side right here. And it does have the link enable, so if you buy that attachment there, you can do some changes, and we'll go over that here in a little bit briefly as well. But there you go, controller there. And then here we have the Jato. Let's turn this box to the side. Roll this guy out. And there it is. So it does come with the nice bag of parts instructions. Let's take a look at this briefly here. Move this camera up just slightly. Looks like we have our warranty card here, same as all the other Traxxas. We have a flyer here explaining the TQI receiver and some other accessories you can get with the charger, different attachments you can purchase. And then we have the manual specific to this model. Support guide, not manual. There you go. This is the manual right here. All color, of course, and again, it goes over the ESC and some other things inside of here. Clipless body mount. We'll go over that briefly on the key points from that. Nice little flyer here with some charging information. Does come with some extra stickers, which is pretty cool. You can pick a number, throw it on the spoiler, wherever you like. So that's pretty cool there. We'll see if I put any numbers on here. And then you have a bag full of different tools, and we'll open this up and take a look because there are some here, some that are in here that are a little bit different than normal. So let's take a look at that. So we do have a wrench here for the, I'll show you here, tires to be detached. Now this is proprietary nut, and that's what that's used for. So pretty good grip, should work well if we need to change that out. And again, you see the orange. We'll take a closer look at that here in a bit. And it looks like something fell out here. What is this? This looks like for the battery compartment for different height batteries. So then we have a suspension tool. Got some different hex wrenches in here. Just do some different tools. These are more typical for what you see, but just wanted to show you this for the hex nut for the wheels. So you have that since it is proprietary. And then when we open this up, we'll take a look at the battery compartment and see how we can mount different size batteries with that. But let's go ahead and take the plastic off. I'll lower the camera down so we can get a better look at that here. So this does come with a clipless body mount. And again, we went with the orange, as you can clearly see here. And just looking at it quickly with the plastic on, it's very nice and bright. There's some nice anodized parts here that we'll take a look at. That. Let's slap this back on. Take a look at it all together. Get some of the styrofoam out of here. There it is. Seems pretty lightweight. I keep telling myself I need to bring my scale, and I haven't done it yet, but I will be doing an update video on this. There's some parts I want to upgrade on it, so once I get those upgraded, we'll do some weights on this with the battery and without. But there's the Jato. So looking at it from the front, you see the orange anodized shocks that really complement everything else you see on the buggy. And then you see the wheel nuts there. And same orange anodization in the back. So pretty cool features there. And again, I wanted the pink. The reason why we didn't get it is when I first inquired about it, the young man at the store mentioned that they had the blue shock towers. They weren't pink, and he was kind of disappointed in that. And then when he said that, I was disappointed about it. So I opted for a different color. And again, since I don't have orange for any Traxxas models, went with the orange, which I think was a very good choice. I don't know about you guys, but let's take the body off and take a closer look inside of it. And this is a Lexan body. You can see the clipless mounts there. See where it mounts in the front and how it's attached to the body. Doesn't provide any type of support, but it is a clipless mount. Now, there's not too much going on inside of this. Like I said, it is pretty lightweight, and being a buggy, there's not too much extraordinary out of the way of electronics and different parts in here. So you only have in here what you need, and there you go. So you see the orange support there. I don't know if you can see it from this side, but you can see the drive shaft in the middle, also anodized orange. Then you have the motor mount that's anodized, and there was another part here for the skid plates here on the bottom are also anodized. You can kind of take a closer look there. And here in the back, just below that big spoiler. Doesn't seem too rigid. It is flexible, so hopefully we don't break that. Now, I want to try this out on the track. We'll see if I make it to the track. If not, I'll be taking this out in the dirt here in a little while. And I built a ramp, and we'll take it on that ramp too. So let's get a little bit closer look on the inside before we talk about more what we're going to do to it. And potentially bashing it, we'll see here. All right, so we'll start from the front. And from the front, again, you see the nice anodization here in orange to kind of accent everything there. You do have the fully adjustable oil-filled GTR shocks here in the front. You do have full ball bearings on the inside here. These are the S1 Compound Pro tires. And then coming around just behind that, you have all of the heavy-duty toe links and camber links. Now, these aren't adjustable. When I went to the store to purchase these, I did see briefly if they had any upgrades for these, and they did not. So I might order those online and get those installed just because I want some metal here and to have some adjustability. I don't think it'll be a problem for me taking it out for a test run. Just in general, it's pretty set with those, but I do like the adjustability and having metal there. So I'll probably change those out. But again, these are the heavy-duty components, so they seem to be a lot thicker than other models I've seen. So that's good that you have that in there. So as we come back a little bit further, you see that brace and support here in the middle. Again, it's a nice anodized orange to match the body. So that chassis stiffener does aid in any flex and amount of pressure or bashing you might be doing to it, so that will aid in that. And just on either side of that, you see the clipless body mounts here where it attaches to the body. And then right here, you do see the Traxxas ID connector. Now, I had to buy a different charger for this and a specific battery. What I've been trying to do lately is use the batteries and the chargers that's recommended by the manufacturer to kind of get a good feel for it and give, I guess, the most honest review in the sense of what they designed it for. Now, it is proprietary, and I have the battery here. Let me see. Right here. Now, this is new to me, so I didn't have that charger, so we went ahead and purchased it because of that connector there for the LiPo. So now I'm ready to go in the future when I get a different 4S setup. So we do have that. But again, being proprietary isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm sure the engineering and the power that it takes to operate the motor, ESC, and everything is tuned in by Traxxas. So if you were to put a different battery in it, you may run the risk of not having enough power or maybe having too much power. So that's why I wanted to at least start with Traxxas, and then if I did upgrade in the future to different plugs, I could do that. So just know that that is what it comes with, and it has the ID connector. And just above that, you see the adjustable battery bar here to hold that in. Now, that piece that fell out earlier is for the battery. So if you're running a thinner battery or a smaller battery, you can replace this piece here with that. So you can run a shorter battery, a smaller battery, and then you would just take this and put it into the lower mount there. If you have it on the higher mount, this clip here works. So you can have a taller battery here. This is 29 millimeter, and the other side it says 20 millimeter. So the battery that I have fits perfectly. And actually, if I turn it over, you'll see that it holds it nice and secure, so the battery isn't going anywhere. May add a little piece of foam here just so I don't have that little bit of play right there, but other than that, perfect fit for that battery. Now, this does have the 2075 steering servo. You see that blue servo right here. Now, I know some folks had complained that it is a plastic geared servo. Now, I have a Traxxas Rapture R, and I've run that thing pretty good. I've bashed it very well, and I've broken a spur gear on it, and I haven't done the upgrade or the update video on that, but I will soon. But that servo has served me well. And I haven't had any issues with it being plastic, so I don't foresee that'll be an issue for me in this model. But again, for the price point, I know some folks had complained that they should put a metal gear servo, but again, it hasn't been an issue for me, and I don't foresee it being an issue here with this particular model as well. Now, from this angle, you can see too, they also have the extreme heavy-duty outer driveline and suspension components. And as we come forward here, we can see here the receiver box. It's all waterproof and closed. And then as you come back here, you see the ESC. Now, this is what's going to set this apart, and something new on this model. This is the new VXL 4S brushless power system. And right here, you see the VXL 4S ESC. And I'll flip this around so you guys can give it a look at it. And you see these nice heavy-duty wires here going into the motor. This motor is the 540 XL motor. So a lot of power going into this in those four wheels. This is a 4x4 like I mentioned before. But right here you see the ESC. Now it does have different lights here that'll light up when it's on, when it's got a low voltage detection there, and it also has a little temperature icon. So if it gets too hot, that'll light up there as well. And then keep in mind for this ESC, you turn it on here with this button, but to turn it off, you don't push the button again. You do have to unplug it. So that's how you turn this particular model off. Given that battery to be safe, they included that feature. So it's just a safety feature to unplug the battery when you're wanting to turn it off. So now there is an attachment that you can buy for the controller and for the ESC. Let me see if I have the controller here. And that attachment allows you to access the Traxxas link. And that has the built-in telemetry and some other things for the BEC that you can adjust. And apparently you can adjust the voltage going into the servo. So that's something new for this model that you have access to if you buy that adapter. So just keep that in mind. But again, pretty low profile in the sense of how it's built. Nothing more that you need on here. Pretty basic setup for the buggy. It is all plastic underneath, so if you do have any breakage, it shouldn't be too expensive to fix, and I imagine they'll have some metal upgrades for this, given the chassis that it's built off of, so just keep that in mind. It's all plastic. I don't think anybody really expected too much different, even with that price point. And again, I'll be looking for some different turnbuckles and adjustments for the back here and for the front, so we'll get those as they become available. But that's pretty much it. I do want to take this out and get it going, so we're going to charge up this battery. This, we'll have to see how long that lasts. Hopefully I don't land on it and break it. I haven't broken my Arma spoiler, so we'll see how this one does. But let's go ahead and throw the body back on, get the battery charged up. All right, so we're at one of our spots here in town. We're going to take the Jato outside and put it through its test, but I wanted to go ahead and just show it one more time that you guys appreciate that orange body before we take it out, get it dirty, bash it up a little bit. There are some rocks out here on this terrain. I try to move some of them so it doesn't hit them and launch itself. I do want to get a good feel for it on the flat dirt, so we'll see how that goes. But just so you guys know, the retail for this is $529. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before. Let's take a look at the body one more time. Again, that orange is really nice. Just before we get it all beat up, and again, on the inside. So we did bring our ramp. We're gonna test it out on our ramp as well and see if we can get some air, but we're not gonna do that till the very end because if by chance we do break something, we wanna get some good runs out of it. So I'm also gonna be mounting my camera to my controller. I still owe you guys a video on that. Some folks have been asking about how I record when I'm by myself. So I use a mount like this with a small rig clamp and I attach it to my controller. So I'll be using that and I'll be doing a video on what I have exactly on my GoPro to be able to record one-handed while I'm driving. So I'll show you guys later. But we're gonna take this out, see what it can do, get some full throttle on the Jato here, and then also launch on the ramp. So let's check it out. All right, let's open up the throttle. Whew. Try to avoid some of these branches. Straight ahead. That was not full throttle. Pretty quick. I know it's a 4S. Like I said, a lot faster than the Raptor R. We're gonna hit it straight on going that way. Here we go. Full throttle. All right, let's try that again. Probably gonna have to ease up on the throttle at first so it doesn't pop a wheelie, but that thing wants to fly. Probably why they put that big wing on there. All right, we're gonna go quarter way and then all the way down. Ready? Full throttle. Yeah, it flipped over. So this thing's pretty quick. Really want to get off that. It's like it just drives on the rear tires. So we'll see if we can get some good pulls at full throttle. Maybe this straightaway right here might work out for us. All right, let's see if we can get it up and going full speed here. Full throttle. thing wants to go. Oh, thought we were going to save it there. Almost. Thing does not want to tip, so that's a good thing. Only when it jumps in the air. As far as taking those corners, since it's so low to the ground, definitely it's got a good stability. So coming out of turn, really easy. Got a sharp one here. Turns with ease. Still would like to get it up and going full throttle. Let's see if we can get that done here without flipping it over. All right. Start here about a quarter throttle, and then we'll pick it up when I say full throttle here. Oh, that was all full throttle there. Do it again. Full throttle now. Whew. Full throttle again. Full throttle one more time. Pretty awesome. All right, then we got a good feel for it there. Oh, we got something stuck on it. This place usually is filled with water. We got the water flowing in there, so we made it just in time today. I like this area because it's kind of like a little beach in the middle of our town. So let's take this out to the ramp, see what it can do. So far, pretty cool. And I know this might be too powerful for some tracks. I know our town has a local track called Rain Man Hobbies, and they only allow 2S. So even at 2S, this should be fine with the turnbuckles that I want to get for it. Let's see here, we got some issues with turning. Let's see what that's about here. To turn left. Let's check that out. That's kind of weird. We got left. Now we got right. Okay, let's see. Yeah, We got something wrong with the servo. And we got straight, so let's mess around with that. We'll check it out later. It's not an ambi turner if you guys like the movie Zoolander. Alright, we're all set up for the ramp. I think we might have lost our ability to turn left, but it's not too big of an issue. We can still go straight. That might be an issue with the servo. Let's go ahead and see what I can do on a jump. There we go. No turning, no turning. Right, left. Oh, I got a little bit of right. See if we can make it back. A little bit of right. 2075. Maybe they should have put a better servo in there. I guess we can always replace that. $530. You know, you would think it would have a good servo. So let's try that again. See if I hit the ramp with no steering. Listen to that. Listen to that. All right, we got a little bit of right turn. See if we can make it back. Take Zoolander out for another spin. Alright, let's see what turn we got. I thought it was in reverse. Okay. See if we got some left. No. Some right. No. Straight into the water. No. So first this guy. Okay. There we go. Get this thing straight up again. Servo really wanted to work there, I can hear it. Let's see if we can get some straight here. Catch a little bit of speed, a little bit of air. Just for the sake of video here, since we already got a broken turning servo. There we go. Oh, and over. Well, that may have ended my fun for the day, but overall, speed, all-wheel drive, staying close to the ground, took those corners with ease. Obviously, took them a little bit too easy there where we lost use of our servo there. Unfortunate, but I guess it's just what happens. Just unfortunate that it wasn't necessarily my fault. Luckily we have it all on camera. Yep. Sounds like he wants to work. Alright, so Mr. Derek Zoolander is going to be out of commission for a bit. We'll have to do another video taking him out, see how he does. If you guys have another servo that you think would be better to install on this, let me know. Let's go talk about it. Now this does have the 2075 steering servo. You see that blue servo right here. Now I know some folks had complained that it is a plastic geared servo. Now I have a Traxxas Raptor R and I've run that thing pretty good. I've bashed it very well, and I've broken a spur gear on it. And I haven't done the upgrade or the update video on that, but I will soon. But that servo has served me well, and I haven't had any issues with it being plastic. So I don't foresee that'll be an issue for me in this model. But again, for the price point, I know some folks had complained that they should put a metal gear servo, but again, it hasn't been an issue for me, and I don't foresee it being an issue here with this particular model as well. I'm not against eating my own words, guys, and as you see in the video clip there, I did praise the 2075 servo from Traxxas because I have it in my Raptor, and I did bash and take that thing out in a lot of different terrain and really beat it up. Now, the one video I have of it, you don't necessarily see too much of that, but I have a lot of other follow-ups after I broke that spur gear in the Raptor R and upgrading it, which I haven't done yet. I'll do that here soon, but that servo has done very well. Same inside of my Bigfoot. So when I spoke those words, even though I get a lot of other feedback that that servo is not the greatest, it wasn't my experience until today. But like I said, I'm not against eating my own words. It happens, and just so happens that I got the lucky Jato with that weak servo. So just overall, aside from that servo, I did enjoy it in the fact that it was very fast on the dirt, and it did handle turns very well. Now, unfortunately, it handled them so well that that servo gave out, and it cut my day out for my first run of the Jato short. So I didn't get a chance to take it on any jumps. I didn't get a chance to test it on the ramp. From the little bit that I did, it was pretty controllable in the air, but I couldn't get it straight enough where I can really launch it and get it any air time to really test out that wing too. So that's unfortunate. However, for me, luckily where my shop is, in my studio, we do have Rainman Hobbies just down the street, and he does stock Traxxas parts. So we have another servo that we're going to put in. Now, I spoke to Randy, the owner, and he had mentioned that Traxxas does take care of their customers. So I haven't experienced the Traxxas customer service yet, but this is an opportunity for me to see how that is. So I will reach out to them. I'll let them know what happened. And Randy mentioned that more than likely they may send me another servo, and if that is the case, he did recommend some gears he had in stock that I could purchase that are metal, that I could upgrade either this servo or the new one that they could potentially send to me. So the plan is right now I'm going to install this servo into the Jato. We're going to take it out again and do another test run. I'll do a follow-up video on just running the car out in dirt and grass, getting it on some ramps and see how it does. And then once I do that, hopefully by then I'll have my customer service experience with Traxxas. I can also speak on that and then install those metal gears and really give this its full, test it out to its full potential. Now, earlier I mentioned that this new ESC does have the capability with the Traxxas link to run higher voltage in the servo. So if I'm going to upgrade that, we can definitely test that out and see how that is. So one thing that I wanted to upgrade already was a different tie rod. So once I get that upgrade, we'll do that. Now keep in mind, I did mention that this is a car that I did want to upgrade anyways. So given that servo gave out and how unfortunate it was my first run, I did plan on upgrading it anyway. So with that being said, not to discourage anybody from this, it is a great car. The build, as far as what it's capable of, is great, very fast. Being a 4S and that motor and the ESC did what it was supposed to. Unfortunately, the servo was a little bit weak. So I will be putting links on different parts. If you guys don't have a local hobby store, you can check out all of our affiliate links with Main Hobbies. They do have all of the selection of the different parts from Traxxas that you guys can pick up. And again, I'll link those on what I'm going to put inside of the Jato, and then I'll link them so that you can see what we're going to be installing in the future. And check those out if you guys could. Also, I do want to thank everybody for watching. I do enjoy making these videos, and these videos, on the most part, I do purchase on my own. So just when you hear that that video, and I'm talking like, it's unfortunate for $530 car that servo gave out, that's speaking some pain directly from my wallet. So I do appreciate everybody for watching. And again, make sure to check out those links. And if you guys have any questions or comments as far as what I should upgrade it with, if you guys have any other ideas aside from the ones I just mentioned, let me know. I'll definitely check those out. So we'll see you guys next time, and we'll see you guys with another test run of the Jato.